I'm going to shift to something called anything but MMA. So before
All right.
pursuing MMA, you worked as an alarm technician. Could you tell me more about your time in that job and what exactly did you do?
Yeah. So, I had my stepdad was actually a security guard manager at a company, um, close by, and they got me on as a security guard. But that wasn't really for me. And my mom actually worked there as well, like answering service, and they needed a helper for, to do alarm system. I guess you can call it an attic rat, somebody to get up in the attics and pull wire. And I went in and they hired me and I become a helper. And then, I was 18 years old. I had just turned 18 when I started that job. And I literally did that all the way to 27 years old whenever I went my second stint back to the UFC. But yeah, I was, man, I was in attics every day. Sometimes in the summer, attics can get to 120 degrees, maybe hotter. And I would pull wire and install security alarms, burglar alarms, fire alarms, and security cameras.
That's you must have worked really hard to get your dream come true. Now, speaking of that, your time in this job, right? Are there any like interesting or weird or even suspicious places where you installed alarms? Like, did you install alarms at certain places where you thought like where weird things happened or crazy things?
Uh, yeah, man, I've had some crazy things. But one of the weirdest places that I've ever, and it wasn't even really alarm. I think we did some cameras and like some intercom system, and it was at like the local morgue, right, or the local coroner's office. And man, it probably took me an hour just to be able to go in that place because man, I don't like stuff like that. And just once you got in there, man, I just felt really weird because like that there's dead bodies in there and stuff like that. And I don't really like that type of stuff, and then people would pull up to take them to like the funeral homes, man, and it's just like I couldn't get out of that place fast enough. So that was a rough one. And then I had another place, it was actually like right down the road from where I live now, or right down the road from my gym in May, Louisiana. And the pretty sure the place was haunted. So some crazy things happened.
That's insane, man. It just I try to ask fighters about their jobs before fighting or even during their time as fighters because it's so interesting and it's a lot of people gotta recognize and appreciate the fighter's journey. I mean, you guys worked hard. This is a sport where there's only money at the top, and it's really it's respectable how you work so hard to get there. And sometimes you got to do odd jobs just to have the time to train on the side.
Yeah, for sure, man. And like, I woke up every single morning thinking, man, when am I going to be good enough to not have to do this job? So yeah, I've been blessed to go on and do different things in my life, but that was always a job that I'm not gonna lie, I probably enjoyed work. It wasn't bad to me, I was able to provide for my family and make decent money doing it. So it's a job that I don't regret.
Yeah, much respect, man. At the end of the day, it's all about looking after ourselves and our family. Like, what do we need besides family?
Yeah, for sure, man. That's all I need.